Am I visible? Okay.
I'm happy to introduce Rotarian Bakshi. He will be speaking on Sikhism from the point of view of Sikhism on this particular session. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. And I'm happy to be part of this interfaith. And today's topic is really great topic and very close to my heart, the importance of nature and the environment in Sikhism. As you all are aware, Sikhism is a way of life, and we are trying our level best to follow in conjunction with in hand to hand with preserving nature and moving with people. As everybody is aware, Sikhism was founded by Guru Nanak Dev Ji in the 15th century, that in pre-partition Punjab, that is now in uh, Pakistan, and he offered a deep spiritual and ecological vision of the natural world. And he emphasized in Sikhism, it is emphasized the unity of all creations and call for harmony between humanity and nature. Sikhism is rooted with the principle of Ek Onkar, that is, God is one. He is a universal creator. He has created everybody. He has created mankind. He has created nature. He has created rivers. He has created mountains. He has created universe. So it is just one who has created, and we believe in oneness. And that's what being with environment and being with universe is oneness. Sikh environmental ethics advocate for respect, protection, and sustainability of all living beings. All living beings means even environment, even the nature is living. Even the plants are living, the animals are living, humans are living, rivers, water, everything. So, as per Sikhism, we follow in oneness, and that's what we believe in. And if I have to, if I have to talk about Guru Nanak Dev Ji, he started this with a vision, and you all must have heard he did Udasis. Udasis is traveled around the globe, and he always opted out a source of travel, a source of transportation as walking. How grounded his thoughts were. He was so visionary, walking, being with nature. Today we have lost the touch with nature. We have lost that emphasis in maintaining healthy relationship with the entire environment. Uh, we move around on the initial days. We used to move around. Our children grew up playing with in sand, mud, and on the ground in the gardens. But today we are away from all that. Even if we want to have, we are forced to move around on tar roads. Now it is moving on to the cemented roads. So the touch with the environment is lost, and we are losing every day. And that's what Guru Nanak Dev Ji had a visit, and that's why having its root mainly uh, grounded and numerous. Sorry, yeah, these are our obligations. We people have forgotten to be with environment, and numerous references of environment and ecology are found in Guru Granth Sahib, a sacred text mainly belonging to Sikhism, which highlights the value of ecoexistence with the nature peacefully. All living beings are created by the same creator and are sustained by the same sustainer. And the people must treat all living things with respect and composition. This is what Guru Granth Sahib has been and is part of. The Guru Granth Sahib Sikhism, Holy Scripture emphasizes a deep reverence for nature and its interconnectedness with the divine. Again, he's talking about interconnectedness. It portrays nature not as something separate from humans or God. Human and God is one. That's what we have. We always talk about. Now, every human has God inside. So we treat each other as a messenger or a devotee, and each human being is part of God, but as an integral part of divine creation. The scriptures highlights the importance of treating the environment with respect and living in harmony with all of creations. Environmental values matter today introduce the central theme how Sikhism respects and honors nature. The interconnectedness of all living things and the nature environment are both highly valued concepts in Sikhism. It is considered as a duty in Sikhism that being a human, it is everyone's duty to take care of planet and safeguard its natural resources for upcoming generations. So the concept of sustainable civilization is intimately related to Sikh environmental ethics. Sikhism is around seva, the selfless service, is one of the cornerstones of Sikh environmental ethics. With no expectation of personal benefits, Sikhs are encouraged by the principle to work for advancement of their communities and environment. Sikhs aid in the preservation of environment and the development of sustainable civilization by engaging in seva. Sikhism also stresses the value of leading a modest lifestyle and minimizing one's impact on the environment. Reducing waste, protecting resources, and engaging in the responsible consumption are all part of this. Sikhs believe in hukum, which literally means heavenly order or law. And it is our responsibility as human to live in accordance with it. This includes leading a life that respects environment and causes as little harm as possible to it. It is considered as a duty of human to preserve nature for future generation. As per Sikh theology, Ekankar, oneness is present in all, the God is present in all. And since the emergence of Sikh religion and considering the protection of environment as a duty, as well as regarding the earth as a motherly figure, as it has been mentioned clearly in the Sikh scriptures that all human beings have emerged from the earth. So it is the duty of human being to avoid any kind of exploitation of Mother Earth. Sikhism presents relationship between humanity and the environment through interdependence between the two, which leads in relationship. Sikhism promotes reverence for the coexistence with all living beings, including plants and animals. Air is the guru, water is the father, earth is the great mother. According to Sikh holy scripture, Shri Guru Granth Sahib, night and day are like two nurses that watch over us. Guru Nanak stated that the element of air, earth, and water are vital for existence, and since we are descendant from them, we should honor the earth as our mother. The holy scripture in Guru Granth Sahib says, Pavan Guru Pani Pita Mata Tarthamat. That's what I narrated in English before. This is extract from Guru Granth Sahib. In Bani again it says, Pavan Pani Dharti Akas Ghar Mandar Har Bani. Air, water, earth, and sky. The Lord has made these his home and temple. Pavan is Guru, the air is Guru, water is Father, earth is Father. So all the coexistence is what Sikhism says we have to. The natural wealth all around them is sacred, and Sikhs make an effort to live by this. Gurdwaras or places of worship are frequently surrounded by lovely pools, or they are on the river banks, or they have uh, pools or the sarovars with fishes and other aquatic lives to symbolize the balance between man and nature, given the oneness of all things. So most of our gurdwaras, if you would have seen, are surrounded with water or on a river bank or have a sarovar around. And then we treat it as being in the nature. Sikhs contend that humankind cannot attain serenity or the truth while mistreating the environment, which is equivalent to mistreating themselves. Continued exploitation of the environment in the sake of accumulating wealth is a sign of greed and a separation from God's peace and creation. Individual acts of decency, such as putting trash in trash cans, are the first step in demonstrating respect for Mother Earth. For a Sikh, leaving trash on the ground is unacceptable because we say nature is not separate from God. It is a manifestation of the divine. Most of the gurudwaras, when we visit, you must have seen, we tried our level best to keep it clean, as 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 clean as possible, and atmosphere. That's why we feel that serenity in those atmospheres. Respect for all creatures. When we respect natures, we have to respect all creatures. The Sikh gurus were nature and animal lovers. If you have visited Golden Temple in Amritsar, you will in Prakama you will come across a berry, a tree which is ancient old of around over 500 years old. That is Beri Baba Buddha Sahib. That berry is still maintained and nurtured in that parkarma, in spite of having a concrete structure outside all over. That like that, there's one Dukmanjani berry. So this symbolizes that Sikhism is all out to uh, take care of nature and to live with nature. Our gurus have uh, done the construction of Harmandir Sahib sitting under the berry. It's that old, but still that plant, the tree fruits, and we worship. During that parikrama in that area, we make it a point to visit that berry. So this symbolizes how Sikhism is involved in, and from 16th century to today, maintaining a tree, not one, multiple trees and multiple gurudwaras have got that kind of plants or trees available in their areas. The pool is surrounded by many berry trees with medicinal value, and these plants have medicinal values also. Guru Har Rai Sahib, the seventh Guru, a series of portraits of Gurus will say, and like during his time, seventh Guru's time, the population of Kiratpur increased so much that many settlements were formed. Still, 52 orchids were planted at various places to beautify the city, which were managed by wise gardeners. Kiratpur is still called as City of Garden, seventh Guru, and still it is called. In fact, the 10th Guru occasionally referred to as the one with falcon. If you have seen Guru Gobind Singh Ji's photo or any others, he has a falcon on his hand. So this symbolizes the entire creation is frequently described as sacred in Guru Granth Sahib because God's soul penetrates every aspect of it. According to Sri Guru Granth Sahib, in all being is the Lord pervasive, the Lord pervades all forms, male and female. Sikhs are required to respect all living things, including plants and animals. And along with, now today we are talking about women empowerment, but 550 years back, Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave equality to women. Women are the bedrock of our society. Any approach to solve problems of social justice and environment must include women as a vital part of solution. Often piecemeal solutions to environment problems focus on environmental studies. Guru Nanak Dev Ji and other gurus, Sikh gurus in their life advocated equality and dignity to women and took steps to implement these principles. Guru Nanak denounced the idea that spirituality was only not was he denounced the idea that spirituality was only for men and not for women. The first Sikh Guru in his preaching and writing made direct statements emphasizing that women were no less than men. After the death of one's wife, one seeks another, and through her social bonds are cemented. Why should we condemn women who give birth to leaders and rulers? Everyone is born of a woman and a woman alone. Nobody is born otherwise. God alone is an exception to this rule. So kyo ninde jin jamme rajan. This is engraved in Guru Granth Sahib and in every Sikh's heart. Guru Amar Das Ji strongly opposed the custom of sati, which used to, like, the young girls, if they've lost their husbands, they used to sit on the pyre and burn themselves with the dead body of their husband. He opposed the sati pratha in 16th century and also advocated widow marriages. He advocated widow marriages because it's no fault of that girl. Sati was the Indian practice whereby widows burned themselves with their husband's corpse at cremation. Guru Amar Das appointed and ordained a large number of women preachers and at least one bishop, Mathura Devi. 400 years ago, the Sikh gurus also raised their voice against the Purad and Veil, Parda and Veil. That's not, no more a practice in Sikhism, the veil. Guru Amar Das did not even allow Queen of Haripur to come into the religious assembly in Parda. Even the queen was not allowed to come into the assembly. The immediate effect of this vision was that women were revered as defenders of honor and dignity. They also became the rocks that stood against tyrants. Without the burden of unnecessary, unreasonable customs, Sikh women became a temporal and spiritual support of the society, often acting as consensus of society. Sikh women were marked by history of service, devotion, sacrifice, and bravery. Guru Gobind Singh Ji had Sikh women in his army also. Community-based sharing is again a big step towards environment and a big friend to nature. Traditional modes of farming and traditional modes of in northern India have been dependent upon limited sources. Those days, the recycling, the food conservation, all this was apart. The gurus established towns and cities, each created gurudwara around it, and these gurudwaras would have tanks, water tanks, pool, running water, all those things around, so as to use as conservatively the resources. Near with gurudwaras having langar, Amritsar having sarovars, gurudwaras having sarovars, having langars inside, community kitchen running, it inculcates the idea of, prayers and meditations together, a place to stay for travelers and others, a community kitchen langar, so that a vegetarian meal is served, and that too at equal level. Everybody is sitting on ground and having the same food. So this restricts or this controls the food wastage. Cooking together, the community kitchen again restricts the food wastage, which is a call for the day, a place of dispensing medication and medical care, a place to impart education to the young. Now, Gurdwaras and Sikhisms are promoting education big way. A place of this, where the Gurdwaras have always been a place of shelter for travelers and visitors. Most major Gurdwaras have rooms where visitors may stay. In addition, Sikh Gurdwaras stock extra beds, pots, and pans for weddings, for other functions. You don't need to buy or you don't need to hire. You can take it from Gurdwara, do your function, give it back. That again, helps in taking care of wastage and helping environment. The kitchens have also been restored and refurbished to ensure cleanliness, hygiene, and cooking. fuels, because
Yeah, the that problem.
okay, the recording had
Disconnected.
stopped.
Yeah, stopped. That is why.
Yeah, no problem. So I was talking about fossil fuels, which every country is now struggling, but Guru Sahib has given us the vision to preserve that and to take care of it. Preservation of rainforest, herbal treatment. One of the main cause of the ongoing destruction and shrinkage in the world is rainforest and is improper agriculture practices and metal and mineral mining. Guru Sahib promoted. Guru Har Rai Sahib, seventh Guru, was well known throughout India for using herbal treatments for treat patient. There will undoubtedly be herbal treatments for some of the severe ailments of the present also. Humans could have had chance to find out, apply these treatments into their day-to-day activities. Environmental teachings also by Guru Nanak Dev Ji, by Guru Har Rai Ji, Guru Harkishan Ji. Guru Harkishan Ji also was treating at a young age. And Guru Har Rai was called as Green Guru. Guru Har Gobind Singh Ji also, during the wartime also, he took all the possible care to encourage harmony with nature, even while preparing for battle. So all these importance which we are talking today have been part of our life in saving ecological. So any question by anybody till now? Okay. Sikhism teaches that all of creation is interconnected. So understanding forms or basis of Sikh's duty to care for the planet. Sikhism moves around on three principles. Kirt kar, naam jap, one shak. Kirt kar is do your daily business or activities with honesty. Whatever you're doing, keep praying while doing your business, service, job, whatever you are into. And then one chak, whatever you got, whatever you need for your family, for yourself, and for your society, whatever excess you have, distribute. So one check is a big principle, which not only implies to langar the food. It is going on in form of education also. It's going in form of medication also. It's going in many forms wherever it is required. You must have seen on those principles the Sikhs they come forward for any calamity happening, no matter it's a flood, it's a drought, or it's a tsunami, or it's corona, which we saw the langar and they come forward in any form. This is what our gurus have taught us, and this is what we try to practice among ourselves because it is fundamental practice that extends beyond community support and environment. From reducing waste and conserving water to tree planting and sustainable consumption. Sikhs are encouraged to live modestly and responsibly, aligning with divine hukum, that is cosmic order. The Guru Granth Sahib uses vivid imagery from nature, rivers, stars, forests, birds, and rains, to convey spiritual truths. Examples include Jal Thal Gagan Mahal Sitan Opai Vikhe Sab Nevari. Water, land, and sky are created by God. And Gagan में थाल रव चंद दीपक बने तारका मंडल जनक मोती. That's the famous Aarti, which is recited all over. It again says Gagan mein thal rav chand deepak bane tarkam. It emphasizes on universe and using element for nature as divine instrument. The Sikh Gurus lived in close harmony with nature. Guru Nanak Ji walked across continents promoting simplicity and sustainability. Guru Har Rai Ji, as I said, as a green guru called as green guru. Guru Gobind Singh Ji also followed the same. He is called as he created Sikhs as Sant Sipai, that is saint soldier. So you got to be saint, you got to be soldier also at the same time. So looking after your family, it is not you just for attaining eternity, you got to go to mountains and leave your family and leave your nature and then be with yourself. He has taught us to be in family, to live with family, to be in community, be part of community, and attain eternity. That is what we always talk about revered animals and forest and emphasized balance with nature even during times of Sikhism also highlights the central role of women, which I just shared with you, and the philosophy. Traditional traditional Sikh communities followed sustainable living practices rooted in shared resources and organic recycling. Like I just spoke about, we serve langar, shelter, education, economy. All these things are part of sustainable living and eco-friendly living. So Sikhism ecological wisdom is increasingly relevant today, and with the modern times, Sikh teachings are stewardship, not exploitation. Do not exploit any nature's or the fossils or the nature's giving. Efforts like Guru Nanak's Sacred Forest, a project Sikhs have started now. We have it is in line with the Miyawaki forest, which we talk about. Same way Guru Nanak sacred forests are being raised in and around country so as to help nature to, to get out of the global warming, which people are talking, but practically how to go ahead with it is being taken care. And this reforesting with native trees and reviving sacred ecological balance is helping nature today. So if I have to conclude, Sikhism sees nature as divine and inseparable from spiritual life. Living in harmony with the earth is not just an ethical choice, but a sacred responsibility. It is a responsibility on all of us to follow and be part of nature, to help nature grow nature, and have the ethical choices as sacred responsibility. As in Guru Granth Sahib, it says, if you seek God, do not break anyone's heart. Do not break anyone's heart. In the same way, to harm the environment is to harm the divine essence that flows through all of creations. Nanak naam chardi kala, tere pane sarbatta pala. This is a sentence which is always the last stanza or sentence of our ardas. Ardas, when we pray to God, every prayer, happiness or sad, marriage or any other function, the prayer has to, or the ardas has to conclude with this line, Nanak naam chardi kala, tere pane sarbadda pala. This is part of our daily routine, which means prosperity and well-being for all, including nature. So all six, they not only recite this, but they try to follow the teachings of Guru Granth Sahib and all 10 Gurus. And we try to follow the path which our Gurus have taught us. Thank you very much. Gilby sir?
Yes, sir.